Moreover, in the Bukowski universe, there seem to be almost two different Bukowskis, the one of reality that existed and the one that existed only in his writing. I think that's an important topic to sort of bring up when we're discussing Charles Bukowski. How much of the Henry Chinaski alter ego or legacy or legend is actually real? Is there two separate Bukowskis? Was Henry Chinaski just an extension of everything that the real Charles Bukowski, all the real activities and turmoils of the real Charles Bukowski? I tend to believe that the truth merges somewhere in the middle, and what we have after that is sort of the leftover real Charles Bukowski or lack of real Charles Bukowski. Now, in terms of his literary merit, Charles Bukowski came around at a time when I think Americans, readers in general, were really thirsty, were really hungry for something more direct, more down to earth, more gritty, more realistic. We had just come off the cusp of people like, Jack Kerouac with On the Road and Henry Miller and various other writers from the early 1900s. But the whole Beat generation, sort of the writing was a little bit fluffed up. And in the legacy of Charles Bukowski's work and writing, obviously we have two separate parts, or maybe even three separate parts. We have the early short stories, and then we have the poetry career that sort of existed, begun in the 1960s and ran throughout Bukowski's life. And obviously in the early 1970s, Bukowski began to publish novels as well. We have a lot of material. I'm obviously not going to be able to cover every single Bukowski genre in this video, but I did want to sort of touch upon the fact that there is a whole plethora, a whole myriad, if you will, of different types of Bukowski. So if you don't like his poetry, maybe you'll like some of his short story essays. If you don't like his essays or his stories, maybe you'll like his novels. If you don't like his novels, maybe you'll like his poetry. Or maybe I can just inspire you to watch some of his interviews, which are very inspiring and just really hilariously fun.